inspires, who keeps pushing. As my wife keeps on pushing me all the time that you do this, you'll do this. And we have Madam Dona Ganguly. She is also a name in Bengali life.
She doesn't get the opportunity to push me because I'm never
She is
home.
a big performer. I don't know whether Saurabh has only one inspiration or there have been several.
No, what do you mean by saying there has been several? See, the lady in that orange sari is laughing the most at the back when you said he has several. You know, I think your inspiration should be yourself. Your motivation should be yourself, because that's what makes you successful. When I grew up, you know, my mother was there, as for all of you. When you grow up, your mother is the first lady in your life, and all mothers are tough. You know, they love their children like nobody can. They're scared, they're angry, they're lovable. They have all emotions for their kids in their heart. So, you know, when I grew up, my mother was very important. But she wanted me to study, just like all mothers. My father was completely the opposite. You know, he wanted me to play because he was involved in the organization. And in those days, there was no social media, there was no mobile phones, there was no cable TV. The best television program was 6:30 on Doordarshan, The Teaching Farm. I have grown up watching that program, and kids in these days grow up watching Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and Amitabh Bachchan, and KBC, and Dadagiri. So for them, the options are a lot. So for me, it was to go out and play. So my mother was very important in my life when I started. She kept pushing. She still keeps me pushing. On Monday, she'll say, you know, you just put on a bit of weight. And on Friday, if she says I'm become thin, she'll say you're not eating properly. That's why you become thin. So the emotions change from Monday to Friday. But that's what mothers are. So, you know, my mother was, then obviously I got married. Donna came in, but she's a very simple, laid back person. You know, she lets me do things, and a very quiet person, not a very, what I would say, a very dictating wife. So that was probably a very good thing in my career, that I could do things as I wanted. But the hardest person to deal is my daughter. So of all the three, the hardest is the new one, because she has questions. She'll ask different things. She'll call up and say, don't do this, don't do that. I saw your picture somewhere. I know, why are you turning up at this place at that time? So of all the three girls in my life, the hardest one is to deal with Sana, is my daughter. So that's what it is.
তাহলে দাদার বাড়িতে দাদাগিরি স্টাইলটা একটু ডিফারেন্ট, লিটল ডিফারেন্ট।
দাদাগিরি, I'm a very simple, docile person at home. As long as you give me food to eat, I'm happy.
Thank you so much, sir. আমরা একটু অডিয়েন্সের কোয়েশ্চেনস নেব।
He is also a symbol of simplicity.
Yes.
I've seen it in a very simple form in his home. Very, very simple. Very nice, very gentle, very soft-spoken. I've never seen a person like him, an icon. Because generally they come up with, you know, too much of jokes and all the stuff which comes in. But it did not touch him at all. He is the same sort of as he used to be, and even today he is the same. It's so nice to be with you, to see you, come very close to you. He's different. You are a different person. I have
Thank
seen
you.
many icons, but I have never seen anybody like him. He has an aura.
Yes.
He has an aura in himself. This is something very, very uncommon. This is very special about Saurabh. He has generated an aura in himself. And he also represents an ethos in himself. So therefore, we want him to remain the way he is. In between, there was something going on about his coming to politics and all. We were very afraid that if he goes to politics, cricket in Bengal is gone. We lose it once for all. Because that's a different game. Once you get in, you get sucked in like a quicksand and you will never come out. And thankfully, grace of God, that we did not lose him. He is still there with us. We are opportunists. We are very opportunists because we don't want to lose them. We want them to be with us, remain in the society, because they are the people who will show way to the youth of today in this very, very distressing society, which is going in a very different direction, and this direction is bringing destruction to the youth of today. And it is only Saurabh and him and his class of the icons who can bring the youth even today to the path of the development and sanctity. So I pray that you please start leading the youth the way you used to be, and you still do it, and you still advocate a control on the youth, and they are mad at icon like you. So you have a huge responsibility to our society now.
Thank you, sir. All I can say to all the youth is that you must dream. You must dream to be the best. I think that is very, very important. It's very easy in life to be happy and content with the small things you do. I have a job, I come home at 5 o'clock after work, I have my family around, I get food, I go to sleep, I wake up next morning, I have friends and I'm happy. And that's not what it is. You have to dream and you have to work hard to be the best. There is enormous pleasure in that. Once you finish a life and a career and what you achieve when you get to the age of 50 or 55,